Welcome to the Kuriboh Championship Cup, also known as the KCC. In this video, I will sort of be going over my week 1 battles, but not too in-depth because I'm really bad at post-commentary, but in the future I will be commentating them live. I will also be going over exactly what the KCC is. So for those of you who do not know what the KCC is, it is a Yu-Gi-Oh! Draft League similar to Pokemon Draft Leagues. We will have 16 duelists in this draft, where we will start off with a snake draft, where each turn, based off of your position in the draft, you will be drafting a archetypal deck. On the screen, sort of how we tiered these archetypes. You have to draft a certain amount of each, as well as some staple cards that aren't in the archetypes. And what we do with this is each week for 10 weeks, we will be dueling a new opponent with 3 decks we make out of the archetypes we have drafted. And each of those duels with those decks will be best of 3. So how that works is that depending if you win 2 of the best of 3s, that counts as a win for the week for you. And then based off of how many of the weeks you won at the end of the 10 weeks, 4 from each divisions of the set of 8 will go into playoffs if you have the best records, better seeding for playoffs. And then after playoffs, a champion will be crowned. And that is basically the quick rundown of how the draft works and how this league works in general. Time to go into my battles. So for week 1, I was up against Xiao Galei, coach of the New York Metalfoes. In the first matchup, best 3, for some reason my replays only saved one of the duels. I don't know why, but they were kind of sloppy replays, kind of jittery with the replays. In the first duel, I was running my Union package, which is ABC, XYZ. Had some Galaxy splashed in there, had some Cyber Dragon cards in there. In the first battle, I totally flubbed up because previous to this duel, we tried to do it before, but my opponent accidentally set the time too low and actually timed out in the first battle. So I was kind of just already slightly tilted going into this match. My opponent, of course, as you can see, is playing Skull Servants, and it did not go very well, with me losing the first of the 3, but then I came back and won with the other 2, so I did technically win this set of duels, so that will put me with a 1-0 so far as matches go. I'll just let this play so you can watch my horrible plays, I guess. Actually, no, I won't let this continue and watch my horrible plays. I will go on to the second set. In the second set, I was playing Galaxy Eyes against his Zephyro. He has Sun as one of his staples, which kind of screwed me over in this duel. And so in the first set, I was not really able to get much of my combos going since Sun Limit really hinders at least my Galaxy Eye plays. I probably could have searched with Galaxy Wizard my Galaxy Cyclone, but that would only get rid of one of them, and he would still have another one, so I didn't really try and go for that. And at this point, I was really just trying to form some kind of consistent field to try and stall until I could possibly find maybe one of my Galaxy Cyclones so that I could search the other one with Galaxy Wizard to possibly get rid of Summon Limit. But it did not end up working, and I did lose this first one. Going into the second one of this, this time I was able to go first, and I was able to just keep on popping off. I'll just go... Is it faster just click step? I don't know. I don't think it is. I'll just click play. And then I was just able to keep on popping off. I forgot to mention earlier that some of the OCG cards are allowed depending on if they are out in sets when we started this draft. So Galaxy Eyes, Cypher X Dragon, really powerful card. I was able to discard 2 of my monsters off of it, and that gives me targeted protection from lights, which is pretty strong in this deck, so you cannot target any of my cards. And basically with a strong board like this, I am just able to destroy everything on the field and basically go for game. And going into this third, since it is of course best of 3 in these matchups, he decides to go first in this one, send up his board. Looking at his hand now, he sort of bricked, I guess. I think this is a brookie hand for Zephyr, not entirely sure. But I looked out with my Galaxy Cyclone in hand to be able to get Light, Imprison, and Mirror, which would totally screwed me over. Use my Galaxy Brave. With Galaxy Brave, I am able to summon the Galaxy Photon, special summon that, and then form that XYZ, and then just go off into plays. This is what I love about Galaxy with Union Carrier and other cards. I basically can play through some negates, so like 1 or 2 I am pretty good with going into, and I just form a super strong board for game, and then he just FFs because he knows he lost at that point. Going into the third matchup, seeing as how I had won the first 2 matches, I decided to go with a fun deck, which is my Dark Lords deck, because I was planning on dropping it for Rika's, and I at least wanted to play at least 1 game with it. And he decides to go with his tier 1, which is his Ocean Package, which is Atlantean Marrow-Males, and a third one I don't remember completely. But basically I am just trying. He said he bricked. I also sort of bricked with my Dark Lords. I was almost able to pull off a win with this first game, but I miscounted how many fairies I had in my grave, so I could not summon my Archlord Christia and stop him from comboing off and special summon all these water monsters. And basically I ended up losing this game because Dark Lords are kind of bricky without their amazing draw power. And going into the next one of this, once again, Dark Lords versus Ocean Package. I kind of bricked with this as well, and he did not really brick with his, and he ends up comboing off, even though I sort of get a board established. It's not that strong of a board, don't really have that many good cards in graveyards. I would like to see some of my traps in there. With Dark Lords, I would have liked to have Dark Lords Superbia in there when I revived, but I did not. And then he just keeps on comboing off with his water monsters. I try and stop it with Diamond Dust, but of course with Fury of the Karushan, he just stops that. So I did side deck this in, during the phase. Thought it would be useful, but gosh dang Fury of Karushin stopping me from destroying his water monsters. And basically he just gets rid of all my materials and I can't do jack shit. And that is it for my week 1. I will catch you for week 2, where I go up against Joey, coach of the Green Bay pack openings. And I will be doing live commentary for that one. And with that, I start off the season with win 1 for the week with a differential of 0, because the first 2 I went 2-1 and the last one I went 0-2, leaving me with a differential of 0. So catch you for that. Bye bye.